very organic, beautiful, powerful. And some of you guys know the story. I'm actually pretty sure all of you guys have been introduced to the story, unless you're brand new. But I want to tell the story again, and I want to tell you where that story has brought us today. When I was in Punta Cana, and I was standing on stage for the very first time for a live event, and a live training, I was giving our opening message. And I was talking about how powerful Live will be, and what it can do for people, and bucket lists, and the message, right? The message that has attracted every single one of you guys. And I came off stage, and the very first thing I had was a scheduled three-way call with Jen Berga. And she probably told me the backstory, but I just came off stage. I was, adrenaline was up. I was moving. My mind was going a million a minute. 100 people grabbing me, taking pictures, asking questions. So she probably told me the backstory, but I didn't hear it. So I get on the phone with an individual that had done well in this industry, the style of marketing, and that's the part I heard. You get on the phone with someone who's done well in this industry. She's looking to make a transition. She hasn't been building that in a long time and is really strongly looking at this company. That's what I heard. So I got on the phone and I'm like, let's go. Let's talk to this lady. She's gonna be launching Live before she can hang up the phone call. And I get the phone and I say the same thing I say to every single person when I start a phone call, which is tell me your story. So got involved. My traditional career is XYZ, but then I got involved in direct sales, and I had to. I didn't have any other choice. This is the only business I could build. And I'm like, I wonder where she's going with this. She goes, because my daughter is terminal with brain cancer. And I was like, whoa! Like clearly I missed a part of the storyline here. And she begins to share the story of her daughter and how, because of this industry, she's able to be with her. And because of this industry, she's still able to make money and be a part of something that gives her purpose, but still, be able to do what she needs to do in a very difficult situation. I mean, how many of you guys are parents in the room? Okay, that's difficult enough. True or false? How many of you guys wake up some days and you're like, how? What do I do with that right there? How many of you are single parents? Now imagine being a single mother with a terminally ill child. That's the reference point. And every day fighting and battling to live a normal life, to make money, to put food on the table, to create moments every single day. And I'm hearing this story, and she says something in the story that I'll never forget. The philosophy of, I may mix up the words, but what she was saying. She said, I'm so attracted to Live because of what you guys are doing, and because of our situation. It's like, this is the perfect message. It's already the perfect industry, but this is the perfect message for who we are and what we're going through. And she goes, you talk about the people that have these bucket lists and they don't do anything about it. Said, I've got I believe 8-year-old at the time who doesn't even know what a bucket list is. And I just came off stage talking about all the possibilities of people that could be or should be a part of our company. Why they need us. It never once dawned on me. It never dawned on me that there was somewhere out there children that didn't know what a bucket list even was, that they were supposed to have one. And by the time the phone call's over, Jen's crying, Sherry's crying, I've got dust in my eyes. It's a little dusty out there in Punta Cana. And I said, listen, I don't know what this looks like. I don't know how this is gonna happen. But I'm going back in that room and I'm gonna announce to everybody that somehow, some way, we're gonna have a version of what I reference as kind of like our Make-A-Wish. We're gonna have a version of how we're going to take critically ill children and we're going to do things for them that are on their list. And that was in December. And thankfully, Sherry joined the company, and I said to her that I want her daughter, Ella, to be the very first person that we do this for. And we bring her out to Chicago, and I said, look, because I knew Sherry was coming to Chicago, I said, what are some things we can do in Chicago? It might not be, on her list was like Paris, and I want to, skydive off the Eiffel Tower, or, she had things like that. And I was like, I don't know if we can do that in Chicago. Just girls got big dreams. So one of the things she said is she said that, she wanted to go to Disney World, as, all children do. And I got to tell this part of the story. We didn't know to tell it in Chicago, not to tell it in Chicago, but Danielle, who's in the back room, wave Danielle. Danielle is, I don't even know a title for you. I'm Superwoman. Danielle is Superwoman. And she has her hands in every project at the home office or in the marketing office in LA. And she's literally Superwoman. And I tell her, I was like, we need Mickey Mouse in this joint. Like, go find me a Mickey Mouse. Like, I don't care if you're dressed up as Mickey Mouse. I don't care if Blake's dressed up as Mickey Mouse. Someone is doing Mickey Mouse. How many guys believe that everything happens for a reason? You guys ready for this? I couldn't make this up. I couldn't make this up if I tried. She goes to the concierge. Can you guys hear that? Yeah. It's coming off this TV, but it's Mickey Mouse. She goes to the concierge and she says, I need your help. I need a Mickey Mouse outfit. And he's like, well, why do you need a Mickey Mouse outfit? And we tell the story because there's this little girl. We're gonna dress up like Mickey Mouse. We're gonna put Blake in a Mickey Mouse outfit. And Blake's gonna tell this girl that, hey, we're inviting you to Magic Kingdom and the whole deal. You ready for this? Yes. Concierge says, I have a Mickey Mouse outfit. It's in my car. No. I do Mickey Mouse at kids' birthdays and for different children's events. I can't make this up. And I'm like, do we tell people this? Do we not know this? Like, I'm like, no. I mean, we brought Mickey Mouse. Of course we brought Mickey Mouse. Like, but can you guys imagine how special? Like, when that happened, like, this is for sure another sign that we are on the right track. Can you imagine Danielle? Like, Danielle gets requests from me and Blake. All right, listen, here's what I need. I need a Mickey Mouse stat. 7 minutes, Mickey Mouse better be on my stage, right? Like, and she's like, oh shit, I gotta find Mickey Mouse. Like, what? Concierge, I need a Mickey Mouse. Like, I do Mickey Mouse all the time. So the Mickey Mouse you see in that video is actually the concierge who gets paid to do Mickey Mouse. He does the voice, he does the whole thing. It was very special, and we're actually going to be taking Ella and her mother. We're going to be taking them to Disney World for the Orlando Regional. When you guys see the Orlando Regional, we're going to do a whole experience around that. So here's what I'd like to do for a moment. First, I'd like to introduce you to Ella's mother. I'd like you to hear from her. And then I'll make an announcement at the end of this that I think you guys are really going to enjoy. So if I can get one more microphone, if you guys could do me a huge favor. This is one of the strongest, most humble, focused, and loving individuals that you're ever going to meet. She's also a silver leader out of Iowa with our company. Please stand up and welcome to the stage, Miss Sherry Hall from Iowa. You guys want to hear from Sharon?
Yes!
Over to you.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. You got this.
Okay, so back in December 2015, I was just like on a normal path, right? I worked hard, probably 70 hours a week. I was building a traditional business and I knew about network marketing. But I never really took it serious because I was building my traditional business. And on December 18, 2015, I had to leave my career on a hospital room floor. I was diagnosed with a very large brain tumor, and it was cancer. Worst case scenario. And the type of cancer is rare and very aggressive. So when they removed it, she lost all ability. She couldn't walk, talk, speak, swallow. We spent 91 days in the hospital doing radiation, chemotherapy, physical therapy. For 91 days, I did not leave her side. And you saw on the video her walking. She walks assisted with a walker. She talks. You can understand what she says. After we returned home, we had an MRI to scan before we started our next round of treatment, and her cancer had grown through all the treatment. So the only option that we had was to go for quality of life. And there was one other option, actually, and I declined that because I prayed about it, and I knew she would die if she went that route, and I wasn't going to let her die in a hospital room because she had never done anything. We had never taken a family vacation. And you know why? Because I didn't think she would remember it. And I have a younger daughter, too. I didn't think she would remember it. And we thought, what's the point in paying all that money to go on these vacations when they're not going to remember it? That's right. I didn't realize that until everything had happened. Those memories would have been for me. Because the chances of me walking her run down a beach now are nearly impossible. I would have had those memories. So, needless to say, I'm incredibly passionate about being here and sharing this message for all of you. You need to make your list with your kids. Not just because they're terminally ill. There are kids that die every day. There's a kid in our community that just died this week from the same tumor as her. And she's been sick. She's showing signs that her cancer is growing. And it's really fucking tough. It's really fucking tough. Excuse me if I'm offending any of you. It is tough to build this business and to watch your child sick like this. But you know what? It's not stopping me. It makes me want to show up even more. So when she goes to school and she's having a good day, I show up and I make phone calls. And I tell my downline, get me on the call with someone. Because that fulfills me. It drives me. And it helps to heal me. Because if I can help someone else live their life, what else is the point? So, I don't know where else you want me to go with this story. Other than, honestly, if you guys know anyone, any child who is struggling, connect them with this community. Those families need it. They need something healthy and positive in their life because I'm in those message boards and Facebook, and those people are depressed. They are not living every day in the moment like us. We don't even hardly watch television. We play Uno. I color with my kids. I get down on the floor with them. I go out and I watch sunsets every day with my little unicorn daughter, Adele. She's a sunset chaser, and she's out for you. Actually, she wants to watch, that's on her list. She actually wants to watch a sunset with you. I did this.
That's a done deal.
Yeah.
Tell us about when she got her book for Christmas from somebody. And walk us through that.
Life is so strange, right? So I get introduced to Liv in December, and thank God that she wasn't chicken and she reached out to me, because I get pitched to a lot and I usually gracefully decline. And Michelle was brave enough to send me a message, and I said, as long as it's not XYZ company, send me the link. I'll watch the video. She didn't know I was praying for something else. And can I share something real quick?
Is it more F-bombs?
It fucking is. I'm just gonna share. I'm sorry, I don't know. I have 36 seconds. It's gonna take longer than that. Okay, so last year on April 18th, it was my birthday, and I was turning 36. And I do a meditation thing where I can close my eyes and I can see images. And anyway, I was doing my sacred space, is what it's called. And I was connecting with my mom because she died at 50 of cancer. And so it was my birthday, I wanted to connect with my mom and I could see her. So I'm in this space and there's a room full of people. And in the middle of the room is a rocket ship. And this is April last year. There's a rocket ship in the middle of the room. And my mom says to me in that space, it's all gonna be okay. This is really exciting. And I'm like, I don't really get it though. Like, what is there, this rocket thing in the middle of the room? Strange. I kind of forgot about it. There were people in the room I knew and people I didn't, but whatever it was huge. And I knew, I just had a sense of peace, like, this thing is huge and exciting. I go on with my life, and then I meet Michelle. She introduced me to Liv in December. Then I find out that we're launching this company in April in Vegas, a couple of days before my so I don't know if I said this. It was my 36th birthday, and she said, this is for your 37th birthday, Sherry. Because I was going through a divorce in my 36th, and it wasn't really fun. I'm like, nothing exciting's going on here, Mom. Like, she's like, no, this is for your 37th birthday. You'll understand later. No. I turned 37 in a couple days.
Happy birthday.
And I just happened to be launching a rocket ship. And everything is not okay, right? Like, everything in my life is not okay. It really sucks. But then I have these highs and this passion and this desire to take this company. Like, I'm like, who else will listen to me? I just want everyone in the world to hear this message. It's so powerful, you guys. We have such an incredible gift here. And every one of you has a story. Every single person on my team has something difficult in their life that they're dealing with. And a lot of times they won't even share it with me because they're like, it's not anything compared to what you deal with. And I'm like, no, tell me. Because your why is my why. Okay. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. Otherwise, I'm going to talk all day.
Talk to me about making a list with your kids.
Oh, I didn't even...
Sorry,
I didn't even
we're on
answer
your rocket ship right now.
Okay, all right.
We're all on your rocket ship.
Okay, on my rocket ship. So here we go. Ella got a book for Christmas that was called The Bucket List. Strange timing, because I had just joined Liv, and she took it to school. I didn't know this. She took it to school, asked her teacher to read it. So she comes home, and she says, Mom, do you know what a bucket list is? And I'm like, don't say another word. Let me get my phone. I need to video this, because, I mean, it made sense, right? Okay, all right, this is a segue to that. All right, so we just start talking about a bucket list, and you guys, she doesn't know her cancer is terminal. She doesn't know that. She knows she has cancer. She knows that things happen, and the things that pop up. She's been sick lately, and we had to sit down and talk about what that potentially means. And she said, Mom, I don't want to die kid, there are a lot of things I want to do. So then we wrote another list about all the things that she wants to be when she grows up. And it's tough, because there's part of me that is just wants to believe in miracles that it might happen.
They exist. Yes.
Amen.
And I do know that miracles exist. But it's difficult. It's difficult to have a 9-year-old tell you they don't want to die. Thank you. People are good. Can we play the video?
So what did you guys do when she came home?
We made the list.
And what was on her list?
Paris and Disney. No, she put Paris out. Okay, can I buy you a shirt that says Paris until we get there? Alright, Mom's got some work to do. Oh, she said she wanted to make $1 million because she asked,
It's on the list.
It's on the list, actually. She asked, how much is all this going to cost if I want to do all these things? And then I want to build Grandma and Grandpa a house with a tunnel that goes in and out from our house, like from my room to their house. I'm like, okay. $1 million, I'm not sure that's going to cut it, but Mama found Liv, so here we go. Like, you want to help me, honey? Let's do this thing. And then we went to Chicago, and I can tell you, you guys, she felt like a princess, her and her best friend in Chicago, just listening to their giggles, and like they were just in awe of the big buildings. I mean, we live in Des Moines, Iowa, there's not like big buildings, you know, we drive downtown and blink and you're, done. So just having that experience, and then this community. Will you raise your hand if you were in Chicago and you took a moment with Ella? You guys, you touched her. You touched her. She still talks about Chicago. She had the best time there. You guys changed us and made us better people. So, thank you.
Guys, do me a favor, give her a huge round of applause. Stay here with me. Give this very strong mother, leader, woman. So, obviously we're taking, Ella to Disney World, and that's going to happen with the Orlando events. So whoever's going to Orlando, you're going to get a chance to be a part of that, which is going to be super cool. But we knew in December we were going to do this program, and we didn't know what it was going to be called. We didn't know how it was going to operate, but we have made an official decision that we'd like to announce to you and to everybody here and to Ella, which this part of Live to Give will forever be known as Ella's List. That will be the name of this program. Every little kid that goes through this program will be a part of Ella's List. And her spirit and her love and her list will live on forever and ever and ever and ever right here in this company. So we thank you, we thank her, and I thank all of you guys. And here's a quick video game because we need our community to help us nominate our next wave of Ellas. And we want to be able to do this with as many children as we can. So here's a quick video to explain that, and then we'll wrap this up.
It's not really typical for a parent to talk to a child about making a bucket list. So when